Hello everyone, Indrid again, and this video is going to be a bit different, mainly because I'm going to be recording from my computer's mic instead of my phone, so I guess this quality will be a tiny bit better. What I'm going to be going over in this video mainly is what I did at Comic-Con. I was only there for a day, so I don't have much to go on, even though I was really hyping the Symbiote suit. You guys saw the actual the suit itself and everything. I'm actually toying around. This is the first time I'm going to be doing this for just just commenting. So I don't really know if the sound quality is going to be okay. I don't know how to edit videos, so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be posting like pictures and like talking over them. And then I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to be doing next. So obviously I did my Symbiote suit. That one is done. That's the one I wanted to do. I did my Spider-Man classic Spider-Man suit, which is my first project. Now what? Like what do I go on? What do I do next? So obviously I'll get on that right away because I already have plans. So the first things first is the suit itself. I just wanted to comment on that. It was extremely easy to wear. I could take this suit off and on again with no issues whatsoever. This fabric was so stretchy. I could just stretch it off my hands and stretch it back on without even fearing it ripped. There was no like tear. There was no like tension. There was no nothing. I could have just asked a few people to stretch it from each ends, and it wouldn't have done anything to the suit. So that being said, I just removed, I could just remove the head really easily. The zipper was amazing, like really a good job she did, installing the zipper. Pictured are going to be just me posing, I guess, and pictures of me posing with other people. The problem is that I did not take very many pictures, and the reason why is because when I went to the place, basically when I went I was harassed for pictures all the time. The whole time I was there, people just kept stopping me to take pictures. So I said in the other video that I was gonna take videos and pictures of there so I could bring it into a new video afterwards, but I was not lucky whatsoever. I really apologize for that. I really wanted to. One thing's first is that there wasn't very many Spider-Man. I went on Saturday, and there was maybe 2 Spider-Man. I mean, there were 2 Spider-Man that were well done. The rest were all like Walmart quality Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man suits you could just find at Walmart and wear it on, and they had like the crappy like fabric lenses, and it was just, I don't know. I mean, it was just really disappointing for me because it's not a question of me me wanting to go and say, oh yeah, my suit's better than yours. No, it was more like I wanted to go to other people and go up to their suit and go like, wow, that's really cool, like how did you do that? Oh really, you used this instead of that, and what's your trick, and what's your advice? And I really that's what I did with the 2 Spider-Man I saw. But the rest was just, obviously it's just Walmart. I was disappointed because I wanted to come out with more knowledge on making better suits, maybe using different patterns, different techniques on other things. So that's it when it comes to that. So now I think what I'll be putting before the pictures is just me posing before I went to the con. I read like directly before I started posing, and then I left. I guess I'll open them, the pictures as they appear on the screen for you, if I'm good at editing. So this picture is me posing with the first good Spider-Man that I saw. This guy is actually a guy that I met on the RPF. His name is Iron Habs. He pretty much used the same techniques as me for my other suit. I don't know if you could tell it very well, but he uses like a sort of chainmail pattern on the legs, on the blue. This guy, instead of just painting on with using puff paint on the spider, he actually cut out a silicone spider. If you could check in on the chest area, and he stuck it on using glue, and that gives it a cool shape. But there's a lot of risk I've seen with people. It's because if you put too much glue, the glue is gonna sort of go out and onto your fabric, and that's really hard to remove, and it looks really bad. So that's the first picture of just me posing on the floor. As you can see, I have a little fat lump. Well, I'm working on that. Second picture is of me, you know, doing the Spider-Man pose. I wanted to do it better, but I think that the guy who was taking the picture, my friend, I think he said something to me, and I like posed out of it, so that's why I'm like, I think, raised a bit more. And yeah, I mean, the guy was really nice. We spoke about a few things. His lenses were very different than mine, and I thought they were a bit weirdly placed. But all in all, his suit was well done, and I congratulate him for it. Another thing that I saw is that on the forum where we posted, where I met him before, he was saying about how he got his fabric dyed from like another company that isn't like Fabric on Demand or like Zentai. Like he got it from some weird like company that that's around here, I guess. And well, I mean, apparently it came out really bad. Like it came out faded, and he had to re-dye the whole thing. And I mean, look how it turned out. That's really well done. I mean, congratulations, good for him. Another picture, and the third picture with me posing is this one. This is going to be the one with I met a Thor, and it's funny because I was just walking around and this guy comes up. He just runs up to me, this big ass guy. This guy was taller than me, and I'm 6'3". I think he was like 6'5". He comes running toward me. He goes like, "Oh, Symbiote Spider-Man, take a picture with me." And I was like, "Whoa!" At first, let me comment on your suit. It looks really good. You know, you did the foam and all that, and you painted on. And he went on like how he did everything, like he did his Mjolnir. He layered a bunch of foam stacks together and just sanded it down and glued it. I thought it was really cool, and I posed like that. Unfortunately, all the poses that I was doing, I was trying to do like like how Venom and Symbiote Suit Spider-Man, they don't web shoot using like the metal sign on like the upside down metal sign. They use their fists upwards and forwards. So that's what I was doing, but it was hiding most of my face, so you couldn't really see, all of my face. Well, I digress. It's not a big deal. Another cool thing that is, of course, I mean, wearing a Spider-Man suit, you're going to attract every single kid there. I'm not kidding. And I love this. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just that every single kid is going to come up to you, run up to you and say, Spider-Man, let me take a picture with you. And I love it so much. And the thing that was really cool about this particular case is that I was actually walking from outside the bathroom because I had to I think I had to arrange my mask or arrange my lenses because they were misplaced. And so I went to the bathroom, checked them out, they were fine. I walked out of the bathroom, I go to the entrance where I'm going to re-enter into the con, and first the kid, Spider-Man, okay, so I'll take a picture with you. I sit down, I crouch down, I take a picture with them, do little poses, fist bump the kid. Suddenly another kid comes up, "Oh, Spider-Man," and I do the same thing, and then another kid, and I think this happened 6 times, switching between kids. And then when I got up, going like, I should probably go meet my friend inside, I realized there was a whole crowd of people just around me taking constant pictures, and I thought that was really cool. I felt like a celebrity, but I digress. That was like pretty much my experience. Comic-Con was kind of boring, to be honest. I mean, there was nothing there I felt like buying. Not very many cool costumes, as you can see. I barely took any pictures, and then again, I couldn't, because every time I tried to take a video or a picture, I was stopped by a fan who wanted to take a picture of me. So maybe next time I'll be a bit more lucky, hopefully. And that pretty much wraps it up for Comic-Con and my Symbiote suit. Obviously, I'm not trashing it. I'm not going to sell it anytime soon. I mean, I still love it. I love it even more than my normal Spider-Man suit. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wearing it more. And of course, Halloween is coming up, so it's fitting, because it's like dark, evil Spider-Man instead of the normal Spider-Man. So that's it. I mean, that wraps it up when it comes to Symbiote Suit Spider-Man. Now, you're probably wondering, like, what, Indrid, or whoever the hell you call me or refer me as, what are you gonna do next? Are you done? Is everything over? Are you gonna be making more suits? Are you satisfied? Are you like out of money? Are you poor? Are you on the street? What's happening? What are you gonna do? So why stop at 2 suits, right? When you're able to do 2 suits and you do them better than the other every time, why not make a 3rd one? And what I decided to do is, Yep, I'm gonna make a Scarlet Spider-Man suit, and I'm gonna be basing it off the Ben Riley style Spider-Man suit. So the like the punky sort of, like edgy, like broken hoodie, like rebel kind of guy. And I did a pause there just because I wanted to put the image at the right time. But I'm gonna be opening up images and describing them as I go, like I was doing with the symbiote suit. And so I mean, as you can see, it looks pretty. It looks really simple. Technically, I mean, if you look at the picture and you're just like, yeah, that looks pretty simple. Let me go to the next one here. Yeah, this one here shows off a bit like the costume in a bit more precise. I think the images are a bit small. I got them from Google. The main thing that you'll notice is that he has Scarlet Spider has a blue hoodie, and this hoodie is actually the easiest part of the suit. And actually, yeah, I wanted to go into details as to what I'm going to do, what I already have done for this suit, because yes, believe it or not, I already bought some parts of it, and I'm already planning some parts of it. So the first things first is, yes, the hoodie. The hoodie is blue. It's a blue hoodie with a really peculiar, cool looking spider like graph almost spray painted on it. And I think that's a method that I want to do. What I'm going to be doing for the hoodie in particular is I'm going to be finding a light blue colored hoodie. I want it to be dark, I mean, you see it right here. This is the third image now, and it's light blue. It's cyan, and it has a black like pattern on it. And what's noticeable is that the suit it's like ripped up. Like it's not a kangaroo. It's like almost like an overshirt. The hood is ripped off completely. The sides of his like the arms are ripped off and sewn over. And there's the black pattern that's spray painted on. What I'll do, very simple. Like I said, take a blue hoodie, rip off everything that needs to be ripped up. Very simply. I mean, it doesn't need to be sewn over. I can make it look as trashy as possible. And what I was thinking is there's two alternatives, and I think I'm gonna go for the second one. The first one is I take a silicone spider, just like Iron Habs, the Spider-Man that I saw at Comic-Con did, glue it onto the hoodie. The advantage of this is that it looks cooler. It looks like more realistic, like more like popping out, and it's it's easier to install. You just like that. You just put it on, and but the problem is obviously it's going to require glue, and this glue is, well, first actually it's going to require me to print out or get a sheet of foam and cut it in that shape, which was kind of complicated if I don't have the proper materials. It's really not an option that I'd like. Plus the glue, like Iron has before, if you glue too much, if you put too much glue, it's gonna like spurt like outside, and it's gonna look very weird. So I'm gonna go for the second alternative, which is spray painting on. So I'll be like printing out the paper. I'll like tape it onto the hoodie itself, and I'll spray paint black onto the thing, and I think that will give better results, and will give me a bit, it'll look more like handmade. And this suit looks pretty much like all handmade except for a few parts. That's it for the hoodie. I mean, it's the simplest part. It really is. It's gonna be the cheapest part as well. I mean, all I need is spray paint and a blue hoodie. That's it. And I mean, a scissors that I'll just use to cut. Another thing that is noticeable is you see the eyes, and the eyes are actually a big part of the suit itself. You don't really, I mean, this in this picture you see it a bit, it's a bit more exaggerated, but if you look in the next picture that I'm going to post up, the fourth picture now, you see that it gets it like a distinct shape, like a distinct big like arched, like a crescent moon kind of thing, instead of like a normal like smaller Spider-Man. Now this is already done. This is one of the parts that I've already finished. I got into contact with T-Jack, the guy who makes like lenses and face shells, like professional ones, on the RPF, and I spoke to him and said, look, I'm making a Scarlet Spider-Man suit. I want to see like the best thing you could do. Like, what, I know you have the lenses for it, but what do you recommend me do for it? So he went through like the list of things. I gave him a bunch of reference pics. And actually, I'm gonna, this is the fifth picture, is a real life cosplay that I found on Google, and I thought, look at these. look at these lenses. Look how cool and simple they are. T-Jack, can you make lenses like that? And what he tells me is, yeah, of course, that's my friend. That's my friend. I forgot the name, like his name. Yeah, I made those lenses just for him, and I have some on a spare. Like I could give them to you. I could sell them to you. And I said, perfect. You know, like what are the odds? And so he made the lenses. He made the mesh to go with it, and this is going to be like he makes his own do-it-yourself lenses. So he'll like do-it-yourself lenses. So when I receive it, it's going to be all not done, and I'm going to have to do them myself. And yeah, I mean that's what can I say about that? They're pretty much done. The lenses are done. I just have to wait until he sends them to me. The second thing is that I decided that because my face shell, my current face shell, the black one, not only will I think it won't fit with new lenses unless I really taper with them, and I don't really want to fuck them up too much, is that they cracked a bit at the bottom where I usually grab my face shell to put it, like fix it onto my face. It cracked, so it's still usable, but I have to be very fragile with it, and I don't know if repeated use might break it, and I don't want to risk it, and I rather just get a new face shell. So what I did is I asked T-Jack. He decided to sell me also a brand new Amazing Spider-Man 2 style face shell with those Scarlet Spider-Man lenses. So that's out of the way. He said he shipped it. It will be here by next week, and that will be really cool, and that'll be done. Now this is going to be the 6th picture, I think. Yeah, 6th picture probably. This is a close-up of his friend, the cosplayer. Now, this is going to be the hard part. The hard part of this suit is capturing the armlets, the armbands that he has. The armbands that he has are like they're the canisters, the webbing canisters. And this technique is very complicated, and since I still don't know enough to go on about him, I'm probably going to leave this out of the video for now until I actually figure out an actual proper way to make them. And then when I do, I'll probably make an update about it, and most likely show off how I do it if I manage to be able to find a way to film film it while I do it. But another thing is that he has a this I think this is the last picture. Let me check. No, this is not the last picture. Okay, this is before last picture. If you notice on this one, I think this was one of the earlier designs of the Scarlet Spider. If you notice on his legs, he has these pouches, and these pouches are, believe it or not, very easy. And there's this one particular site that sells how do you say, these medieval medieval things. They sell pouches like this, and they're really small, 3.5 by 3.5 centimeters, and they cost $20 each. So all in all, yeah, pretty expensive, but they look really legitimate, and all I need to do is buy them and just strap them onto my feet, and that's done. That's all it is. That's all I really need to do about that. For the belt, as you could see in this particular picture, it looks like just a normal belt. But if I go back into the first, actually, if I go to the next picture, this is the video game, yeah, the Marvel Heroes version of it. It looks pretty much exactly like every single one of them that I've seen. You see the armbands. The belt is actually metal. It has a square metal in the middle, and usually that little circle in the middle is red. But in this case, it's gray. Now, of course, I don't know if I'll be making it red or not. It really depends on how much time and how much resources I have. Of course, I'm still a novice at all this, so it'll most likely just make it red. Or if I really am lazy, I'll just make it like a normal belt, like in the previous picture. But as you can see in this belt as well, it's gray. It's gray, and it has the little cylinders on the sides. So only on the sides, not on the back. Just I think most of the Scarlet Spider-Mans are actually like that as well. So that I'm gonna have to make a ton of cylinders, paint them all, and strap them somehow onto the belt without it breaking. So I hope that works. The third thing, I think the last thing I'll be touching on for this suit is if you go back to the cosplay. The pattern I actually bought. It's already bought. I got it from a site called 4 Neo Designs. They have, I mean, like almost 100 different movie and comic patterns. They're usually more expensive than most people have them. Like for example, the Taylor McManus symbiote suit that I got was $10. That was the symbiote pattern. This one cost me $30. But what's really cool is that obviously it's the signature like scarlet color, and it has a distinct like hexagon sort of carbon fiber pattern, just like my symbiote suit has, but over, you know, scarlet. And I think that will, you know, give it like a nice like pattern, because if I just get it, you know, like scarlet, like whatever color that is, without that pattern, even if it does have muscle shading, it would look kind of, I don't know, just doesn't look right in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, going over these, this is pretty much all that I'm going to be going on, I guess, with this suit. I mean, hopefully I'll edit this in a way where it shows off everything I wanted to show off. But all in all, this is not a project that I'm going to be rushing. Symbiote suit I had to rush. Spider-Man suit I didn't rush. I didn't have to, but I didn't do it. And finally, this Scarlet Spider-Man is most likely going to be like, it's probably, I mean, okay, I'm tired. I actually worked out before this video, but this suit is like, I have no rush. I'm probably going to be doing this by maybe the winter. Hopefully I'll be able to find a way to spray paint these somewhere like outside my house without freezing to death. And yeah, and I'm sure it's gonna be fine. What's the worst that can happen? I could just either go to a friend's that has a garage and, you know, spray paint it there. Either way, that's pretty much all it is for the you know, my symbiote suit experience and my new project. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it wasn't too jumbled up. This is going to be a really long video, actually. Let me check the time here. Yeah, it's like 20 minutes long. Okay, so, I mean, I'm going to cut it short. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll be updating this soon as I get the new face shell. Alright, see you guys.